Hello! This is the first match between the Pryad and Phantom Pain. Let me fast forward so that we get to deployment. I'm using a blue 4 Norad motorized. Trying it out. I kind of like it, but I don't do very well with it because I don't practice. I don't use it. And so I'm trying it in ranked, see what happens. And fire by trial. He's using a Red Dragon deck. Probably motorized. I don't know if that tank is motorized or not. Yes, this is a motorized deck. Okay. So you have, I'm going with Adapt to protect this Grizzly, which is going to Delta. Lab Scout's going to try to get to Bravo. Going to try to hold this area right here. Got a Flame Tank just in case. 3 AGSs for damage. And a Pivads for AA. Fob, CV. Again, just holding forces essentially. Whereas he is just, Red Dragon. Lots of cheap stuff. And this unit in here is really strong against what I was doing. Alright, so I'm just going to make this game go fast, because there really isn't much that happens besides me going, oh my god, I'm doing terrible, what's going on? HQ7's pretty good unit. I buy a Nighthawk, I think, at some point, and I miss completely, because I'm bad with it. Coyote probably should have been brought up to this spot so that it can actually see the enemy. Nighthawk, complete miss. That was terrible. ZTQ, amazing optics, like, versus Navy SEALs, I can't even see it. AGS, probably gonna get wrecked. Yeah, one shot. AGS has no armor, it's hard. He has pretty much owned this area, so he knows it, I know it. Not gonna do anything. Eric's to hold it off. I bring up flame troops to handle this, because that's the only thing that really would handle this sort of stuff. This CV placement really screwed with me. If I kept my Nighthawk, because I think I lose it due to this as well. I don't know. I might keep it actually because I do something here. So this Tankasashi has done so much work against my units. Like, its range, it's so effective. I just had the hardest time trying to hit it. I had no fire support. I had anything that was recon next to it just got obliterated. It's really annoying. Does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So I have a recon up here just to see what he's bringing. So he's pushing over here pretty hard because he owns this. There's nothing really to push here. I'm holding with an MBT-70. It's not going to do much. Eric's squad missing as usual. Yeah. There we go. The double team. So he has a lot of vehicles here. I can't even get into it. Yucky Yonde have shot it once or twice. Something shot at this with an RPG of some sort. I got another Eric squad because I don't want him to get in. Bringing up a Nighthawk. Gonna try to hit here. See if he dodges. Looks like he dodges really easily. Again, I really need a not bomb without having units around. That was part of my problem. Igla squad. Makes sense. HQ7 he lost one to an Eric's probably. My Eric's did a little bit of damage. Not much though. I try to bring an infantry squad up the rear. Harrier coming in. Tries to hit this, doesn't work. So he knows how to handle planes that are like the MiG-BIS. I bring a Cobra in to try to handle this area. B5 comes in. Take a look at the carnage that happens from this. Just everything. This deck did not have anything. You needed to get a better way to handle it. Take out some units because I see it with the Navy SEALs. I think that I just used the wrong unit mix on my forces. Bring up an MBT-70. Like, America can't do this kind of split forces thing. Look at that. Tankasashi. Look at that. That's so effective. It's crazy. Having a hard time cracking that opening. I think I lose the Nighthawk from that just to kill that little shit. Not worth it. Bring in a Harrier. I don't know what it's hitting. Okay, going after that, but it misses. That's rare. Probably because it got hit by the Igla. I bring a Lab Scout in. I have an infantry squad over here trying to spot this. Typical response, bring in MI-25s. It's a pretty safe deck to use Red Dragon. They have pretty good responses to almost everything. Grizzly gets taken out. Both of them get taken out immediately. It's just, what am I supposed to do about that? My fire support, look at this. 3 tanks shot 6 times, and there's still 1 left. And that was the one time that I really got a solid push in there, and every single unit got obliterated. I recognize he doesn't have too much AA, so I do something about it. But he sees it, brings his Igla squad up. So I went too far forward. I didn't have recon for this. Again, America really needs to get focused to fight. Otherwise, they need a lot of fire support to do anything. And as you can see, it's not working for me. I'm just not doing a good job with it. It's not my playstyle, probably. The way that I was doing things. Tankasashi wrecking my units, typical. Mate AGS trying to hit this. It does, finally. Canadian Airborne, wrong side of things. But I know that nothing's there. I don't know why that car goes back there. So I infiltrated slightly, but he doesn't need it. B5 comes in, take a look at this. I couldn't push against that, but definitely can't push against a B5. I should have had some AA piece back here. Like a Patriot, which is in my deck, I just don't use it, typically. ASF coming out, trying to see what it can do. Turns out that this Hornets can't do much when it's down vetted against B5. Speed it up a little bit more, because really, I try pushing, he's red 4. I needed a support to force panic status. B5 comes in when I actually succeed. Every time I ever succeeded, he puts a B5 in my face, and I can't do anything about it. Tankasashi coming up everywhere. Avenger gets killed. Harrier trying to come in to do something about it. Yeah, this game I did not do too well. It was pretty good placement of CV to put it over here, but I got outplayed over here. Partially through my own actions, just throwing away units. Pretty sure he saw the longbow. B5's coming in. Trying to hit the CV, they do. These 2 areas. TY 90, that's how I lose the longbow. Or so I would think. But because I was on the backside of a mountain, and it had to turn, it never faced the longbow in time, so that was a pretty good trap that I laid. HU7 coming in. Hits 1 shot. 1 shot. That's it. Just 1 shot. That's it. Got it. That was really annoying. Cobra's coming in. Kills the AA piece. Kills an AA piece. Doesn't know where the CV is. I should have known that it was back here based on his play. But Shilka, 2 of them, more than enough. We were chatting about how we were using cheese tactics, and I was just like, this is the first time I'm using the deck, we should play again. And yeah. Like, he used the bombers really well. Would have been a completely different game if I had a different deck that I knew how to use, but I was trying something new. Yakiyande kill a Kiowa. Almost kill it. I've seen that happen though. Stole his cargo. Another bomber coming in. Trying to hit something, I don't know. More JH7s. Hornet can kill JH7s, that's about it. Lijuan with napalm. I get around. E5 coming in. Takes out the CV. So he had pretty good guesses. I'm thinking that to use this deck I need 2 planes at the start. 1 ISF, 1 ground and pound. Like a Thunderbolt, just to take out certain units. Especially if I can spot the AA. But yeah, I did terrible that game. Good game, Phantom. That was really fun. Kind of scary though, how bad I was with that deck.